I don't chase. I attract. My presence is enough. And the right one will feel it. What if the secret to captivating a man's heart wasn't in the way you dress or even the words you say, but in how you carry yourself quietly, powerfully, like a woman who already knows she is loved? The most irresistible women in history weren't loud. They weren't chasing. They had something else. Something timeless. A woman who is secure in herself becomes a mirror. Others see their truth in her presence, because she doesn't just look high value. She lives it. And today, we're uncovering the 7 habits of high-value women that make men not only desire them, but deeply respect and obsess over them. Let's get this straight. Being high-value isn't about being cold. It's not about control or having a checklist of what men should do. These 7 feminine habits aren't about manipulation. They're about remembrance of the ancient art of magnetism. It's about how you show up to your own life. It's about making your inner world so rich, so peaceful, so whole, that the right man feels honored just to be invited into it. A flower does not think of competing with the flower next to it. It just blooms. Welcome to Timeless Venus, where sacred femininity meets modern mastery. If you're ready to embody peace, elegance, and magnetic power, hit subscribe and step into the woman you were always meant to be. Some women walk into a room and it's like the energy shifts. Heads turn, eyes follow, but it's not because of what they're wearing. It's because of how they move, how they are. These women know something. They embody the kind of softness that leaves a lasting imprint. They don't force attraction. They awaken it. These habits are quiet, but they stir something ancient in the masculine, a longing, a reverence, a desire to stay close. Let me show you why. Habit 1. She moves slowly and with purpose. In a world that moves too fast, a woman who slows down stands out. She doesn't rush. Not because she's lazy, but because she's present, confident, grounded. Stillness is not silence. It's sovereignty. When the world reacts, she breathes. When others rush, she waits. She moves like water, gentle but powerful. Men feel this calmness and instantly lean in, because in her presence, they feel grounded. In ancient Persia, royal women were trained in this art. Their movements were sacred, slow, fluid, intentional. Every step a signal. I am safe in myself. I do not seek approval. I am the treasure. From a psychological standpoint, slow movement triggers attention anchoring. It forces the brain to pause, to track, to notice. Men don't consciously know why they're watching you. They just feel pulled in. Dev Ram Das once said, "The quieter you become, the more you can hear." What to do? Start practicing your daily movements like a slow dance. Walk barefoot in the morning. Feel the floor. Let stillness become your superpower. Because a woman who slows down becomes unforgettable. Habit 2. She holds eye contact, then looks away. Have you ever locked eyes with someone and felt your whole body light up? Eye contact is one of the most powerful tools of attraction. But not all gazes are created equal. The feminine gaze isn't aggressive. It invites. It teases. Then it withdraws, just enough to leave a trail of mystery. Cleopatra was legendary for this. She would hold a gaze just long enough to create tension, then turn away, leaving the man wondering what he just saw and craving more. Emotionally, This creates what psychologists call the Zeigarnik effect. The human brain obsessively returns to an unfinished experience. Your gaze becomes the opening to a story, and he has to read more. How to practice it? Look softly into his eyes for a few seconds, then break the gaze with a gentle smile. Let the silence hang. Let the tension breathe. And always let him be the one to lean in, because obsession lives in the pauses. Habit 3. Her energy enters the room first. Before she speaks, you feel her. Before you see her, something shifts. That's what happens when your energy becomes your announcement. Not your words, not your outfit, just your being. The Japanese samurai had a term for this. The mastery of energetic space. A true master didn't have to fight. His presence alone commanded respect. In the feminine, this becomes presence without effort. From a psychological view, this taps into limbic synchronization, where emotional energies align before words are exchanged. Try this daily ritual. Before walking into a room, pause at the door. Breathe. Smile inwardly like you already know you'll be received. Walk in, not with arrogance, but with quiet radiance. You're not there to be seen. You're there to be felt. Habit 4. She creates beauty for herself. Her style is not performative. It's devotional. She doesn't dress for compliments. She dresses for alignment. Every ring, every lip color, every texture is a mirror of her inner self. Roman empresses understood this. They wore amulets, silks, and symbols not for fashion, but to declare their frequency. They were walking altars of self-respect. Men are deeply visual, but more than beauty, they remember intention. Psychologically, when you embody consistency in visual cues, it creates visual imprinting. You become a symbol, not just a woman. A story. How to practice. Curate a few signature pieces, a scent, a gold necklace, a bold lipstick. Don't wear trends. Wear truth. Let your clothing reflect the woman you already are inside. And he will notice, even if he doesn't know why. Habit 5. Her rituals are sacred. She tends to herself like she's sacred, because she is. From the moment she wakes, her body is not a burden. It's a temple, and she treats it like one. In ancient Egypt, women used oils, flowers, and incense in daily rituals, not to attract men, but to commune with the divine within themselves. Modern psychology confirms this. When you treat yourself with care, your self-worth rises, and it changes how others treat you too. You radiate earned self-respect. What to try? After your shower, apply your favorite scent slowly, lovingly. Brush your hair as a sacred act, not a routine. Use scent as memory. Let your body become a sensory story he wants to keep reading. You'll become unforgettable, not just visually, but sensorially. Habit 6. She doesn't fill the silence. Most people fear silence. She owns it. When she speaks, it's with meaning. When she pauses, it's with power. Hestia, the Greek goddess of the hearth, ruled not with words, but with presence. She held the center. She was the return point. And so are you. Silence creates mystery. And from a male psychological standpoint, mystery is tension, and tension becomes desire. Practice this. Let there be pauses in your conversations. Let your eyes speak. Stop trying to fill the room and let the room come to you. He will lean in. Not because you asked, but because you allowed space for him to choose. Habit 7. She receives without guilt. A high-value woman knows how to receive. Not with apology, not with guilt, but with grace. She lets him open the door. She says thank you when he compliments her. She allows love in without shrinking to deserve it. Taoist wisdom teaches us, water is the most yielding force, but it carves mountains. This is feminine receiving. Emotionally, when you receive without guilt, you activate provider psychology, the desire in men to give, to protect, to pour into you. Start here. Say thank you without deflection. Let yourself be helped. Don't resist love, let it land. He will want to give more, because your openness makes him feel needed and honored. These habits aren't trends. They are echoes of the woman you were always meant to be. The softness, the presence, the unshakable knowing that you don't chase. You remember. As the goddess Aphrodite whispered, power is not in the blade. It is in the beauty that commands the blade. You don't have to be loud. You don't have to compete. You don't have to perform. You just have to be. And the right one will feel it in his chest, his gut, and his bones. Because obsession doesn't begin with beauty. It begins with energy. I move with grace, I choose with power, I receive with trust. I am the woman who never begs and is never forgotten. Which of these habits are you claiming today? Comment below and subscribe to Timeless Venus for weekly wisdom. Let's grow together in this sacred feminine path. You are not here to chase. You are here to be remembered.